Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. There is construction work happening outside right now, so I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background, but it's literally going to be going all day. It was the same yesterday. It's really unpleasant to listen to all day. But anyway, today I've got another what I eat in a day video, although the focus of today's one is going to be talking about how you can kind of get enough protein on a vegan diet, as it's one of the most commonly asked questions when people say they're either going vegan or plant-based. Literally everyone will always be like, where'd you get your protein from? So I thought that would be a good focus for today's what I eat in a day. But before we get into all of that, here's what I had for breakfast this morning. When it comes to getting enough protein on a vegan diet, a main place to kind of start is ensuring that you have a good variety of sources. So that could be anything from like chickpeas, lentils, beans, tofu, tempeh, nuts, seeds. There's just so many different sources, and that will ensure that you cover your kind of protein requirements when it comes to your essential and your non-essential amino acids. Essentially, your proteins are made up of amino acids, and your essential amino acids are those that you need to get from your diet, as you can't make them yourself. Your non-essential amino acids you can make yourself, given that you've got enough protein in your diet. However, to ensure that you reach your essential amino acid requirements, then just having a good variety of protein sources will ensure that you get there. Also, having sort of soy-based sources such as your tofu, tempeh, soy milk, soy yogurt, they all have all 9 essential amino acids in there, so they're a great source for getting those protein requirements in. And then also, as well as having a good variety, ensuring that you just have a good protein source with each meal as well. So just ensuring you have something in there will help you reach your overall protein needs for that day. And actually, it's not as hard as people think. Often people will actually consume more protein than they need on a day-to-day basis, so just by having a good source of protein with each meal will help you get your overall sort of protein target or protein goal for the day. I'm now going to attempt to get a lecture done this morning before the gym with that noise going on in the background. I'm going to put my headphones on though, because I cannot cope with this noise right now. Literally no room in the house is quiet. You can hear it from all corners. Just going to grab out a quick little snack from here before I head to the gym. I don't understand how. Literally about a week ago, I had a massive Planet Organic order arrive. And okay, there's still a fair amount in here, but for the amount that arrived, I don't understand how I am already getting lower on supplies. I think I am going to go for, I'll go for a Trek bar actually. I'm going to have this one. I've got a selection in here. I'm going to have this one for now. I ordered like a massive selection box on Amazon, and it's honestly the best thing I've done. Love having these. I'm honestly like addicted to them right now. Made it back in from the gym, and what I was going to say about sort of touching on vegan protein, I will always generally have a protein shake after the gym. That said, it doesn't mean that you have to invest in protein powder, protein shakes, protein supplements of any kind of sort in order to get enough protein in. I just particularly do that because it's just a quick, convenient kind of way to get in a good source of protein after a workout. However, if you work out just before sort of having a big meal, such as before lunch or dinner, then as long as you have a good protein source in that meal, then you'll be covered as well. So it's definitely not essential, it's more just, after a workout, it's great to have a good source of protein as well as some kind of carbs. I'm going to be getting lunch soon though, so I just have my protein shake for now. I mean, overall, without the protein shake, you'll definitely be hitting your protein needs for the day. It's just more kind of timing wise, sort of, I mean, the anabolic window is not as small as people will say it is, but because often you'll hear people saying about how you have to have protein within like the 30 minutes after you finish a workout, all of that. As long as you sort of have a decent amount of protein within a few hours after your workout, you'll be covered, and you definitely don't need protein powder in order to do that. However, that said, if you do like protein shakes and protein powder, then you can go for that too. One of my favorites is definitely Form Nutrition, which if you've seen my videos before, you'll know that's one that I use all the time. This has currently become one of my like quick and easy go-to lunches. We've got pita, half of it filled with tofu, hummus and spinach. The other half I just have to like dip straight into hummus because you can't really beat that. Then we also have some cucumber, some pepper to dip into even more hummus, because I literally get through so much hummus. I bought these, actually that's not too bad. I bought these a day ago I think. Kind of eating about a third of each one. I've got a caramelised onion one and then some original hummus as well. I always buy 2 flavours because I'm like, might as well have a mixture of all. I usually go for the original one and then mix it up with some kind of flavour, and caramelised onion is like my favourite right now. I'm gonna have to go back into the snack bag again and find something to get me through the last little bit of my uni stuff that I need to do for today. Literally just put my hand in, pulled out a Deliciously Ella bar, so that is what I'm gonna be having. I literally just treat it like a Lucky Dip bag. I'm more or less there with my uni work for the day, getting there. It's gone dark out as well, it's raining, it's such a miserable day. But I am gonna head down in a minute, get some dinner. I might make like a chili or something, you know, just kind of need something like that on a cold day, a nice comforting cozy kind of dish. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. I haven't decided yet completely if that's what I'm gonna go for, but probably will. And then also it's Tuesday tonight, which means there's Bake Off, which I'm so excited for. Love a good bit of Bake Off. There's literally nothing on the TV right now besides Bake Off, so when it comes to a Tuesday, it's a good day. Same day that I started filming this video, but I just thought I would wrap it up quickly. And also, just out of interest, I thought it'd be interesting to look at how much protein I actually got during that day. I'm someone who doesn't track what I eat in terms of calories, macros, anything like that. More just coming from like a restricted eating background. I just don't enjoy the idea of tracking. If it works for you though, then that's fine as well. But I did just total up my protein intake for that day, as I thought it would just be interesting to find out. And it was in fact over 100 grams. I think it was 101 grams, 101.4 grams of protein. Bearing in mind that the average sort of intake, or the kind of recommended intake, should be around 0.75 grams per kilogram of body weight. That would suggest I should have around sort of 45 grams per day. So as you can see, I had like way more than what the recommended kind of intake is. I mean, you may expect it to be slightly higher as I am trying to build sort of more muscle and strength and that kind of thing. So, you know, I do have kind of a higher protein intake. But even so, if I even take out the protein shake from that, it was still, I think, around 70 grams of protein that I had that day. This is just one day, so some days it will be more, some days it will be less. But even so, you can definitely get enough protein on a vegan diet, because that is way above sort of the recommended nutrient intake. I think the main problem when it comes to sort of plant-based or vegan eating is that your sort of typical protein sources are removed, like your meat and dairy products and things that people will traditionally think of as your protein sources. However, like I said before earlier on in this video, if you do just ensure you get a good source of plant-based protein, whether that is from chickpeas, lentils, beans, tofu, protein shakes, if you do want to use protein shakes as well, then you can definitely get substantial protein. And even without sort of protein supplements and protein shakes, you will be getting more than enough. Oh, I also had a question on Instagram actually that I was going to address earlier and I completely forgot, and that was, how can you increase protein in things like porridge at breakfast time? I guess for that, really, you might want to incorporate some nuts or some seeds, maybe some nut butter, or potentially you could add in protein powder as well if you do have protein powder, either flavoured or unflavoured, so then you can't taste it in the porridge as well. They're kind of the main things that come to my mind right now when trying to think of what goes in porridge. But yeah, probably throughout the rest of the day anyway. As you've seen from this, you probably will get substantial protein anyway, but if you do want to increase it a little bit, then they're the kind of things to add. Or something like yogurt as well, dairy free or normal standard dairy yogurt too could work quite well in porridge. Yeah, they're the kind of things I can think of off the top of my head. But thought I would just wrap up this video here. I hope you have enjoyed it. Smash a big thumbs up on it if you have. Click the little red subscribe button down below if you are new to my channel, as well as tapping on that notifications bell so you're notified whenever I upload. And I'll be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye.